everybody. Welcome back. It's another week. It's another show. It is the week of Christmas. So we've decorated the set. We have the lights up. We got their snowman, our Santa Claus. We got our holiday sweatshirts.
We gotta show it off.
I got the Nakatomi Tower Christmas party.
And do you
It's
consider
not Christmas till Hans Gruber falls off the Nakatomi Tower.
right? You know, the age-old debate is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
It is in my house.
I mean, I think it is. It takes place around Christmas time.
If it takes place during Christmas time,
It's a Christmas movie.
i.e. Christmas movie.
Yeah.
So, Mark,
Yeah.
you know what the only problem with it being Christmas time? Your head doesn't fit in the shot.
It's fine.
No,
It's fine.
I'm
just
just
a
saying,
hat, yeah.
that is a big hat.
It is. It's like I can scrunch it down.
No, I'm just saying, I didn't realize how
Make you feel
big that
better?
hat was until I saw it on the camera.
Well, it's a Santa hat. You know, I
Yeah.
am officially a Santa representative now. So
You are a Santa representative.
Yes.
How's that going?
it went well. The one
Yeah?
time I did it.
Yeah.
So
But it's like secret though. You're not supposed to tell people.
well, I mean,
The people that
The people
that care are not watching this.
That's
yeah.
true.
And if they I'm like I've said, I'm not actually Santa. I'm only a representative of Santa.
Gotcha.
He is busy getting ready for Christmas.
Yes. And
So if anyone says like, "Oh, you're not really Santa," I'm like, "I know. I'm just a representative of Santa."
now,
That's
quick
right.
question
Here
for
to-
both
But at
of
least,
you.
but at
Spread
least you have the
Christmas cheer.
beard. You have a beard, even though it's not white. It's sort of getting there.
Oh yeah.
Quick question for both of you. Did you finish Christmas shopping?
Probably not.
Josh?
Knowing me, no.
Yeah.
Me? Yes.
There's probably
got done early.
what's probably happening with me, honestly, is stuff is probably arriving for me today.
Yeah.
or,
Stuff's like on its way.
On its way.
So like
I'm wrapping up.
I'm or at least if I haven't
Yeah.
finished my
And it's also like we've gotten
I'm
to
still
the
wrapping.
and I don't know. Claire and I have had this discussion. Like we're 46 now. Like, do we really need gifts from
Well,
people?
it's like Bryon had that discussion.
already
It's like
had this
we don't
discussion,
need
yeah.
to
Yeah.
do that anymore.
A long time ago, when we would all hang out, like we would all get together, we'd all do gifts. And then like one year, I was like, this is getting out of control. I
Yeah.
can't afford all this. And
Yeah.
I basically just told everybody in our group chat, like I'm like,
Yeah.
don't buy nothing for me.
Yeah.
I don't need anything.
Yeah.
And
If you
I-
need
there
it,
was a
you'll buy
little
it.
pushback, but I was just like, I'm not gonna buy you anything.
Yeah.
Don't buy me anything, please.
Yeah.
I
We're in
don't
our
need
40s.
anything.
And we're not kids.
But as I'm getting older, even Allison and me, we don't really buy each other much for
Yeah.
Christmas anymore. And we just get it for the close family, and it's stocking stuffers, and we do a Secret Santa.
Yeah.
And that Secret Santa gets one $50 gift.
Yeah.
Even that is it's
Getting,
easy.
It's getting a little close to the
but you're
purse
just,
strings now.
you're
It's
just kind of like, yeah, I can do without.
It's like I said
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago. We've gone into the thing of, we buy stuff, because we buy stuff for each other in the house,
Yeah.
throughout the year, and we'll just go, Christmas? Yeah, Christmas. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Or
done.
Yeah.
birthday? Yeah, we'll do that for your birthday. Like,
Yeah.
because we'll buy ranger trips or trips to Kylie.
Well, like you and I are
Disney
doing
or-
the like Lamrock
Yeah.
thing. Like that's
There
like
you
go.
I'm not expecting Josh to give me anything for Christmas because he's paying for the
and
the
Mark got-
tickets and
Mark
I'm
got
handling the hotel. So
Yeah.
that's
There
what
you
we
go.
do.
And that's
Yeah.
what I mean. Like Kylie got tickets to the wedding at Radio City Music
Yeah.
Hall.
Right.
Exactly.
So
So,
it's
like
like-
that's
So that's what we're.
Yeah.
That's it gifts of.
it's more about spending
stuff,
time
not-
with
yeah.
people.
Each other.
That's what I mean.
than
It's not.
spending money
It's
on
not
people.
gifts of
Exactly.
stuff. It's gifts of we're going to go do this together.
Yeah. Let's make
I'll
sure we
pay
get
for
together
it,
and catch up
yeah.
and
I
spend
think,
time together and not like
Yeah.
just the usual like, hey, here's a quick phone call.
Right.
You know.
I there was a point in time for me, it hit me where it was like, oh, if I'm buying gifts for somebody, I'm running around doing all this stuff, but like, what if they don't even open it or they haven't
What if they don't
touched
like it?
They don't like it. And then what if I'm getting gifts that like I'm like after a day or two I never use again? It's like
Yeah.
it's useless stuff.
Like my wish list is so utilitarian now. It's like jeans, socks, like
Lego.
things- Lego that I'm not gonna buy. Like
No,
small
seriously.
stuff I won't buy for myself. But it's
Seriously,
like
because
it's like I don't need a lot.
Josh,
Yeah.
anymore.
Mariah's Josh is a gift person.
Yeah.
So
Well, I am too. It's just at this point, it's just like I just don't like have the time
we're
to
all
go out and
adults.
get
We
stuff.
No,
all
that's what I
buy
mean.
it
So
for
he-
ourselves.
so, like-
That's how I think about it.
Like we made Amazon gift lists,
Yeah.
and like I think on mine is hats, socks, maybe
Yeah.
a sweater or jacket, and maybe one or two toys that aren't really toys. It's like figures or something. So I
Yeah.
can put on the desk or put on a shelf.
Yeah.
But like, it's not like toys.
Yeah,
Toys, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I think as you get older, you buy what you want,
Yeah.
and it's
Well,
kind
that's
of
the other
hard
problem.
to shop for people.
Well, that's my problem.
Yeah.
Honestly,
It's like, yeah.
honestly, that's my problem with Josh. Is he buys his own stuff, like because he's got his own money and he's got his
Yeah.
own.
As we all do.
But that's what I mean. But like you go to, he gives you a list and you go, oh, well, you just bought that. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, did I? Oh, I have to get that on my list. And it's
Yeah.
like, dude.
That's the curse of my list. It's that way.
Yeah. But anyway.
Or it's like I also use my list as a place for me to get hold things that I want to get for
that's
myself.
what I do. Wait for a sale. I buy
So
when
it's
it's
like
there.
got like very expensive things on
Well,
it, but I
Mark-
get to remember people like
and
that's
Mark,
not for you to buy
that's
for
the
me. That's for
problem
me
of-
to buy myself.
That's the problem of
So
you
if to go
having
searching for it
on
later
a
on, I
list,
could just go right to the
You
list.
should
and
have
bing.
a shopping list or a
I don't
buy
have that
list
kind
and
of
then
time.
a Christmas list.
That's not. I don't
Yeah,
need
that's
that.
not. how
no,
it
that's what I mean.
It's called the wish list. And it's either you wish that I get it for myself, or you get it for me.
There you go.
Well, then that's the thing is if
And
you,
you could
do
pick and choose as you
if you
like.
do buy off the wish list, you better delete stuff off your wish list.
I do.
No,
I go through it.
There are people that will do that and then go, "Oh,
Well,
you
that's not. I
bought
can't control that. I
Well,
can't control that. But anyways.
Guys, I have a wish list for all you. We have the
Oh,
wish.
look at you! Look at me setting you up for the
We have
transition.
our top TV shows of 2025, and we hope that maybe this list will open up some ideas for what you can watch on Christmas break. Maybe you missed a good show. Josh, are you doing this too, right?
See, this we discussed this a couple episodes ago. I realized I haven't watched as much shows as you guys have watched. But like, I don't know if you would. But that's the other thing is, what were you considering the TV shows of this year? Shows
Whatever
that just
you
came out
thought
this
were the
year,
top
Anything
shows.
or
you
stuff that
watched.
came out like last
Anything
year.
you
into
Anything that
this
came
year.
out in 2025, or you watched in 2025.
Yeah, because there's shows that came
Because
out.
that's what I mean. Is like
Because
there's
Brian's
stuff that
like thrown on like Buffy the Vampire Slayer last year, which happened 30 years ago.
Yeah, well, it's a
That's what I
couple
mean.
years
Is
ago,
like we're also considering
But
stuff
you know what
that
I mean,
like
like, that's the
but
started
whatever
kinda-
you watch this
started
year.
in 2024 and bled into 2025.
That's fine. That could
Okay,
work.
because there's a couple of that stuff. I know
Yeah.
there's definitely a show in there that you guys are going to be mad that I put on my top 5,
That's fine.
but you know
That's
it
what
is
makes it
is.
interesting.
So I'm
It's
going to
called
say you
content
guys
for a reason.
Yeah,
I have 5 shows. Mark has 5 shows.
We do it like
Josh
one
will
at
have
a time, though. We don't do like all 5
Yeah,
at
we'll
once,
do one at a
'cause
time.
that's- and honorable mentions at the end.
Yeah, I have 3 honorable mentions. We'll keep it short on honorable mentions. It doesn't need to
I
be
have
another,
more in case you
It doesn't
guys
need
pick
to be
one of
another
mine.
top 10 list.
I can slide things around and move things around.
well, that's my thing. You discussed this the other week. Even if it's on one of our top 10s or top 5s, whatever, it's still in your top 10. Or you know,
Yeah.
Why are you
Exactly. You shouldn't have to change anything.
just
Mark.
because one of us talk? Because there's going to be shows that we all.
I
right.
watch a lot of television.
No,
So
but
I
that's-
have a lot of shows.
But like, what
that I
if
can
it?
pull
What if it
from.
is your top 1 show?
Right.
You're not gonna. It's not gonna be your number 1 because one
They're
of
not
us talked
like
about
I don't
it.
have any of them ranked. They're all
Oh.
just in the 5.
Okay, that's what I mean is when you
And
say
there's other shows that would
when
be
you
in the
say
5
top 5.
if that other show was like not there and someone else picked it. I could easily move this show in to
Okay.
that top 5.
That's what I'm saying is you're
So then I
not.
could talk about
You're
it.
not talking about a. This is my top 5 from 10 to 1.
No.
You're saying
it's generalized.
I don't have a favorite show.
No, we didn't.
Okay.
We didn't do that. We stopped doing that years ago.
Okay.
We just have our top 5.
Okay.
It's in no
Yeah.
particular order.
And by the way,
Okay.
Brian's also been chicken to not wear his Santa hat. But anyways,
Because it's hot under the lights.
it's not. These are
It's
LED
so
lights. They're not
hot.
hot at
all right,
all.
all right. Let's
It's
go.
freezing in here.
Let's rock and roll.
All right,
Let's
we'll start
rock
off
and
with
roll.
Brian.
Yeah.
Give us one of your top 5 favorite shows of 2025.
One of my favorite shows of this year was season 2 of Severance that dropped in the beginning of the year. I absolutely loved Severance season 1, and season 2 was like
The
sometimes
goats were great.
there is a curse with shows. Sometimes season
Yes.
2 doesn't hit as hard, but for me, I thought season 2 was more interesting. It was
Yeah.
more character driven. We got more backgrounds. There was a really cool ending. Granted, where do we go now? I don't know, but it's a show that still rattles in my brain. I still think about that final scene. I love all the characters. I'm highly invested in the show, and I think Severance is one of the most original shows on television. To me, it's in my top 5 of the year. And if you haven't watched Severance, I highly recommend it because it's amazing. And our friend Rocky just watched it recently, and he was messaging me how much he loved it. And he's just like, oh my God,
It's
the
really
show is
good.
amazing.
Yeah.
So that is one of my top 5.
All right. Josh, give us one of your top 5 shows of 2025.
Okay.
He's not prepared.
No,
He's
I
not
am prepared, but I just know that this might get me yelled at.
Why? It's your
It's not
your
getting
list.
yelled at.
Yes, it is, because it's Acolyte.
Okay.
I
that's
like.
fine.
I liked it.
If you like bad television, that's on
I
you,
know,
not
but-
on us.
There's no
The problem-
this is
the
no
problem
judgment
is-
zone.
Except for this is bad judgment on your part.
No,
No.
It's his list.
It's definitely not a show that needs to continue.
That's for sure.
But I did like it. The idea of going back into the past of Star Wars history.
It's a great
was
show.
good.
That if it's a great
The
show, if you've
story,
never
the
watched
plot,
Star Wars
the plot
before,
was all like that's what I'm saying is like it sucks because if the plot was better, it'd have been an amazing
Star
show. But just getting more Star Wars to me is good. It just needed a better story.
but
and writing,
but you
and
still liked it.
acting.
I still
And-
liked a lot of the action. Some of the characters are great. Seeing
Listen, it's your
Oh,
list.
the-
It
man.
had
That's what I
Daphne
mean is-
Keane in it. That's
I'm
always
happy
that's not a
for
bad
ya.
thing.
no, but that's what I mean. You had Daphne.
She's
you had
awesome.
I keep
The guy
forgetting
from
her
Squid
name.
Game, he was in it. He
yeah.
was good.
But I keep forgetting her name from Matrix.
Elizabeth Moss.
Yes.
Not
Not Elizabeth Moss.
No, not Elizabeth Moss.
No, what's her? I know I wasn't right as soon
It's
as I
his
said it.
show. He should be telling.
I
us.
can't
You should know
remember.
these things.
No,
you
but-
liked it so
From the
much.
Matrix.
But it's, I mean, I don't remember half people's names. Come on now. I'm
Still.
awful with names.
You should
Like,
have researched this if
Stephanie
you want to talk about
McMahon.
it. Stephanie McMahon.
I don't know why.
Carrie Ann Moss.
Carrie Ann Moss.
Carrie Ann. I knew it was a
Moss.
Moss.
Yes,
Jeez.
you're
That
right.
was a K.
You got it.
I was close.
Kay, you said Elizabeth.
You said Elizabeth.
Well,
way
yeah.
off.
I mean, there's
Kate
a.
Moss was it Kate?
It's in the same neighborhood.
But that's what I mean is like, it sucks because it really killed any
I
momentum.
thought you said the show sucks.
No,
so you
but
just
to
liked
me,
it
the
because
show. It sucks that the show was bad. That it killed any momentum of more history stuff. Like I've even looked into like the New Republic books and like the comics and stuff.
Yeah.
And the stuff back, it's good.
It is.
But for some reason, they just dropped the ball with the show
It
itself.
was at a time when
So that's what I
Disney
mean is-
Plus had bad writers and bad directing. And
Unfortunately,
Bad story
it's a crappy show, but it's in my top.
it's why you
because-
don't use AI to write shows.
Well, yeah, they definitely had a story, and it seems like they diverted from that story.
Yes.
Because like the other stuff was great.
The twin
like,
stuff just didn't work.
The comic book stuff was great. The other books I haven't really gotten into, but I've
The
looked at
basis
the
of a
online
good
stuff
show was there.
good.
They just didn't
but
do
that's
it.
what I mean. Is it just
Yeah.
that's why it's,
Failure
like,
to
it's
launch.
unfortunate, but it's in my top 5 because it
Yes.
did at least.
Yeah, it was that era of Disney Plus where they messed up a lot of things. The Secret Wars,
Echo.
Echo.
They're still
They had a
they're
little-
still recovering.
They had a little run there. Of
Yeah.
a little.
Like, but it's in my top 5 because it.
You didn't watch a lot of TV. It's fine.
No, but
moving
also,
on.
no, but also,
Moving on.
but also,
Moving
it
on, it's
just
only
it brought attention to stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Uh,
I like
taking the swing to the opposite side of Star Wars shows that were good. Andor season 2,
Oh yeah, that did happen this year.
fantastic,
Yeah.
great show.
It's on my list. I gotta watch this.
Yeah, it's on your list of things to finish. Hopefully, sometime during this break, you'll get around to
I
watching
will.
that.
I will.
You still have to finish season 1.
I know. Anyway, but why did you like season 2?
Season 2, ironically enough, hit at a great time in like the zeitgeist of things.
It did.
Because it was very like a rebellious beginning of the rebellion.
Mm-hmm.
Very, prevalent into things that are going on in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it was just a really well written show. really it did the weird thing of making a good movie better by making Rogue One more relevant and having more substance and more care towards a movie that's been out for like 10 years and like revitalize that movie to like people like rewatching it and it like skyrocketing to the top of like the list of shows, like things watched on Disney Plus because of Andor.
Yeah, because people watched it right after they finished.
Oh, I watched it like initially, like literally after Andor ended.
Yeah,
I put on Rogue One and watched it.
yeah,
because it's like this real season finale of Andor.
Yeah,
because he dies.
Yeah. Spoiler.
Yeah.
Alert.
Yeah. But yeah, so Andor season 2,
Nice.
great. All the acting is fantastic.
That gives me a good reminder to watch Andor over Christmas break.
Yes, add it to your list.
It is on my list.
All right, moving on to our second shows of 2025, not in any particular order. Bryon, back to you.
A show that I absolutely love, just with like Severance, The Bear. I thought season 3, I felt season 3 I loved, but the ending, the show spun its wheels a little bit in season 3, and the ending I felt I did not feel there was an ending to it. I felt like unfulfilled, unsatisfied, really. Season 4 rectified all that. And I thought season 4 was going to be the last season of The Bear, not knowing they're doing one more.
Yes.
But I thought season 4 was just like, oh man, they're back on track. They're not spinning the wheels.
Great
Things are
music.
moving. But the pacing, the music, but the plot, where we know where we're going. That final episode where it's just pure acting. It's literally two people in the backyard, and other people come into it, and they're just talking. And it is some of the best acting on television. I put it right up there with some of the best acting from Succession or any of those, character-driven shows. That scene alone was just fantastic. And the side characters getting a lot more background. What are they up to? What are they dealing with? I felt more satisfied. I like where it's going. Rob Reiner shows up. His character is amazing.
Yes.
So
the episode of
the wedding
Carmi
episode
and his mom.
Oh, Carmi and the mom was
like reconnecting.
Was so good.
Was like gut wrenching.
The wedding episode when they go underneath the table with the little girl. They're trying to, and she's like she's
nervous about doing the thing, and that whole
Josh
thing.
Hartnett is the
the dad,
the stepdad now. So I mean, The Bear season 4 had more. They just knocked it out of the park for me.
Bringing Will Poulter in as more of like a series regular.
Well, they brought him in because now he's part of the crew, and they're everything. But also the sandwich shop is becoming more prevalent, and that's really keeping them afloat. Yeah. And now they have to come to terms with that. Yeah. That's where we're at. We're like, man, the sandwich shop is where
full circle moment. Do they go back to the sandwich shop? Is it like that's how this show ends?
Yes.
Like deciding to just do the sandwich shop full time and not do the fancy stuff.
Franchising and all this stuff because Rob Reiner, he's working, but they kind of haven't connected yet. Yeah. And it ends. And you're like, oh man, it's so close. Yeah. But yeah, season 4 of The Bear, some of the best television I've seen all year.
Yeah, that was on my list. So
I knew it would be.
I'll knock it off and replace it with something else.
All right.
Moving on to you, Josh. What's your second show?
So the flip of my first pick to this pick is...
So from a bad show to a good show. Go ahead.
Actual good storytelling in Star Wars.
Acolyte.
No,
are you saying Acolyte again?
No, Acolyte. Yeah. No, Bryon.
What happened?
You pulled a bra breaker.
No.
He pulled the straps down. Put it back on.
I'm saying going from
we just did that.
Bad stories
yes.
to good storytelling and history building and world building in Star Wars.
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
Andor.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, so you're repeating what I just said.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, going back to it, though, is what I loved about Acolyte is what I loved about Andor. The story building.
Yes.
The world building. and then having the multiple stories going on at the same time that went together eventually.
Yes.
And that's what I mean is, how could you have this and have them be completely awful?
Right.
Yeah.
But they were in the same universe. Is it? Why didn't you have the writers for this good show on the bad show?
Well, you had Tony
Yeah.
Gilroy
But that's what I
Yeah.
mean. But
doing Andor.
yeah.
the great stuff about Andor was the other characters, and not just Andor.
Yeah.
It made everything feel more real. It made everything feel more involved. It made the story of Rogue One more important. Like, it was already, like Mark said, it was already great. It was already a good movie. It was already a good story. It was already a good setup. And then you added more icing to the cake with the season 2.
I'll say this: so someone who hasn't watched it yet, and hear from you guys and everybody online and everything, it is the first time I think a lot of Star Wars fans have agreed on something, but also it's very hard to do prequels to existing properties. It's like when you do a prequel to something you already know the outcome, it's hard to really get invested. And I think Tony Gilroy and company somehow pulled it off. That, like you guys said, it made Rogue One even better. And usually you don't hear that. Usually you go, well, we know how it ends. It's okay. But somehow Andor pulled off something that not a lot of things can do. In general, like it's science fiction, fantasy, or just normal storytelling, I think it's very hard to accomplish this.
Yeah, that's what I mean is like,
Yeah.
The curator, and then how he's also the spy.
Yes.
How
Yes.
he connects with
Skarsgård.
Mon Mothma
Yes.
and all that, and then how Mon Mothma connects with Andor.
Well, don't
and,
spill too much,
No,
'cause
no,
Brian's
but like,
gonna watch
I'm
it
just saying
finally.
how
gonna
stuff, and then like
Yes.
how his family connects to this, and
Yeah.
then this connects like
My girlfriend and all
The-
that. Yeah.
the Always Sunny in Philadelphia lines of
Yes.
this connecting, like it all connects.
Yes.
It all
Yes.
that was done so great
Yeah.
and made you feel more involved, and it made it just better.
Yeah.
And it was just great.
Yeah.
All right, Mark.
All right. Moving on to my second show of the year. Shoresy season 4. I'm gonna steal one from Brian because I know it's on his list.
It was not in my top 5.
Wow, since it got a 10 from you, I'm surprised
it
you
did.
didn't make it.
I know, and you know what? When I was relooking at my list, I had to make hard
Yeah.
decisions, so it did not
Yeah.
make my top 5.
Yeah,
It's in my
well.
top 10, not my top 5.
Yeah. So Shoresy, definitely one of my top shows of the year.
And you know, New Shoresy hits this Christmas.
Christmas in Canada, so that means we're getting it probably January next year.
No, it's going to be streaming
On Hulu
on
too,
Hulu.
at the same time.
I think it's coming out at
It's
the same time.
dropping on Hulu like Christmas Day. Josh can look it up, but I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure.
I saw it on Facebook.
I've been looking for it, and I haven't been able to find any info
I
yet.
saw
Yeah.
the trailer, and
Yeah,
I think
it's
it's
I've seen the
dropping-
trailer, but it's only on Crave.
But
And
anyway,
that's
it's dropping on Hulu the next day.
all right. I haven't heard
Josh
that yet.
can look up, but continue.
All right. So yeah, Shoresy season 4 is just fantastic. Telling the story of like I don't know, it's like the movie Goon, but like telling the story of like the enforcer who has to learn to deal with the ending of his career on the ice and like transitioning to something else.
Mm-hmm.
And like just the storytelling was great, and all the characters in it are fantastic. And
Getting
it's
the girl.
funny, and it's sensitive, and it has
Yeah.
like all the different things.
You didn't think you would care. You'd be invested in Shoresy
Excuse me.
with his new girlfriend.
Yeah, yeah,
It was
reporter and everything.
It was really well done. And then they're trying to help this kid get a girlfriend, and he kept saying like, "You just got to
Yeah.
go for it."
yeah,
And they did this whole dance thing.
yeah,
Yeah, it was good.
yeah. It was great.
I loved it.
It
Yeah.
was very well done. Literally one of the best shows
It
on
looks like
television.
it looks like it's going to be next year.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. My
It
bad.
always doesn't come out the same time here as it does in Canada.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're getting it soon.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's gonna be relatively early next year.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Was it last
Yeah.
year?
So Shoresy season 4.
It was like
is
a
my
month later.
Next thing. Third show for you, Brian. What you got?
Let's see. I did those. Okay. The next one on my lists. was a show that I heard a lot of good things about that came out at the beginning of the year. The Pit on HBO.
I knew you were going to have that on your list.
The Pit is absolutely amazing.
I will never watch it.
It was 15 episodes, but it takes place over 15 hours of a shift at a Pittsburgh emergency center.
Or room.
Emergency room, whatever. And it's got, what's his
Like
name?
an ER.
Yeah.
What you're trying to say.
Yeah, it's like an ER. There is some...
Noah Wiley got transferred to Pittsburgh
Noah Wiley is
from
I was just
Chicago.
going to say, is this a Noah Wiley show?
Yes.
Yeah, Carter got transferred from Chicago to Pittsburgh.
The cast is so good, but the things they tackle are like crazy. Also, on top of that, it like is so intense and so graphic when they show some of the stuff.
Yeah, no.
I did not have on my bingo card that they were going to show somebody giving birth, but really show somebody giving birth. I was just like, I didn't know that was going to be in my bingo card this year.
Well, that's something I'll never be able to unsee.
But like it's just a crazy show.
Yeah.
So well done and so, as the kids say, tight.
Yeah.
That you watch these through lines of stories that go 15 hours and like people come in hour 1, but then hour 4 they're getting out and new character, and I don't know. It's just like boggles my mind how they wrote this, but
I mean, it's basically how ERs work.
it's absolutely one of my favorite shows. And the new season starts this January, February, and I'm super
I know.
pumped.
I saw the thing for you.
Yeah, one of my top shows.
Yeah.
And the acting. It all goes back to characters and acting for me.
Yeah.
The writing, the acting, and the characters, phenomenal.
Awesome.
Very well
Awesome.
done.
Third show for you, Josh.
My third show is a sad one, but it was a good one. It's Young Sheldon.
Okay.
The way it wrapped up was really good.
Yeah.
It sucked because you knew what was going to be the end. Like Brian said,
you knew
it's
the dad
hard.
had to
It's
die.
hard to do a prequel when you know how it's going to end.
Especially when the whole base of the character is his dad died.
Right.
So you
Like,
kind of have to kill the dad.
Yeah. So, but like the way they did it was, if you remember watching it in Big Bang Theory when they talked about it,
Well, yeah.
it was
The
beat
dad
for
dies
beat.
of a heart attack. They mentioned it a bunch. So
No,
it's
that's
like,
what I mean. But that's what I mean. So, but in the show, you know it's going to happen, but you don't know like when it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And when it happened, you're
Yeah, I'll admit I've never seen the end of the series.
yeah.
So
I watched it. It's real sad.
yeah,
it is real.
It's real sad.
But it also,
and I definitely don't need real sad in my life. So
But it
I
also,
didn't even know that show ended.
yeah, it ended this year. Yeah,
because
they did their
what
last.
happened was they have a sequel.
There's a spinoff.
Spinoff.
Yeah, I know.
Of the brother.
The brother, Georgie and Mandy's
Yeah.
first marriage,
Right.
Okay.
But
which is on it's on CBS.
It's on
now.
CBS.
Yeah,
Yes.
but wait a minute. Is there another Big Bang spinoff that's coming out? I'm kind of interested.
There's always rumors of them doing other ones.
There's something.
There's always rumors
the
of
comic
them
book
doing
guy.
Yes.
comic book guy getting his own
in
one.
his own, yes.
Something saves the world.
Yes.
Yeah. There's talk of that, but
There's talk of them doing like
and then there's talk of them doing their
sequel
kids
with,
or
Oh,
you
boy.
know
with
because
Kelly
the-
Cuoco and
Yeah.
Leonard and that character, Penny and Leonard's
Yeah.
life after.
Well, but then in the wrap up of this, you find out that Sheldon has kids.
Yeah.
So you could expand on that universe.
Yeah.
But it is a thing of what Sheldon as a character is in Big Bang Theory. And that's not really how he is in as in Young Sheldon
Yeah.
until this point.
Yeah.
And you could see why it automatically just locks him into
Yeah. Well, he becomes basically.
because like before it he was a little not hard and precise. There's a little bit like there's more stuff with his mom, there's more stuff with his brother and sister. And once his dad dies, you could see him just nope, this is it. This is how everything
I'm
is.
only focusing on
I have to
school
focus
and not worrying about anything
and
else.
this has to be it because all this outside stuff
messes
messes it up.
Yeah.
And it sucks, but it also does get into the ADHD, autism stuff of this is why people are the way they are. And it was they did it really well.
It was also very well done. The last 2 episodes, the parts I've seen of it are very well done.
Right. But that's so Young Sheldon is definitely Like, it's especially of a show that I didn't think I was going to like, because I liked, Big Bang Theory, but then it started getting weird.
Do you know the little Easter egg in the final episode?
No.
The actor who plays his dad, the creator and director of the show, invited him to come be a part of the final episode. And he's dressed in drag.
Oh, yeah. No, yes.
As a mourner.
Yeah.
Sitting in the church
he
of the funeral of his own
So they're all in
funeral.
that one shot.
So he's all in that one. And you actually see him in the background. Like, if you really look really closely, you could see him. Like, wearing the wig and everything. And he's like... So they're all in that, like, last episode.
Oh,
so that way he wasn't cut from the episode. He was still part of the episode.
Well, he was also played himself in the casket. But.
No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so that's
Nice. Thank you, John.
Yeah, good one. My next show, Shrinking, season 2.
Yes, I had that in my top 10.
Yes. Fantastic show. Literally it's already a gut wrench of a show.
Oh God, yeah.
But also a hilarious comedy at the same time. Excuse me. Brett Goldstein playing the person who is driving the car that kills the mom from the first season. Story and the whole show is based off that. He is amazing in it.
He's very good.
The Harrison Ford story, going through what he's going through.
New season, Michael J. Fox is coming.
Yeah. He plays a character in the thing. Yeah, it's gonna be good. And then like this whole scene with Harrison Ford towards the end of the season talking about what's going on with him is gut wrenching. He's just amazing acting on his part.
I say just like Steve Martin and Martin Short in Murders.
Yes,
it's like Harrison Ford. This
role was made for Harrison Ford.
Yeah,
it was literally like the writers have said they wrote this for Harrison Ford. And they were happy he said yes.
Yes,
because they wouldn't be able to make it for anybody else.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a great show. It's fantastic. It will be the reason I re-up for Apple Plus.
Season 3
is coming out. But yeah, Shrinking is a great show all around. It's a very cathartic show.
Bill Lawrence,
Scrubs.
Bill Lawrence, not only season 3 of Shrinking coming out next year,
Scrubs.
then they're talking about bringing
9.
Ted Lasso back, and then the
they
new
are bringing
season
Ted
of
Lasso back.
Scrubs starts in February, which will be on ABC and on Hulu.
Yes,
which I'm very excited for.
Yeah,
so
he's like the Sheridan of comedy.
And he's better. He's good.
Yeah.
He's the Sheridan, the Yellowstone guy.
Yeah, he also does like Tulsa King.
I know.
Which I started getting into during the break here. Watching.
I heard
Sylvester Stallone's really good in it.
I heard the show is canceled though.
Yeah, I know.
So there's
only
still
3 seasons, so I'll get the 3 seasons out of it.
But anyway,
yeah,
Shrinking. I agree, Mark. It was one of the best shows, but it's in my top 10. The reason it didn't go in my top 5 is because, like you said, it was so emotional. Like I would be like, do I want to cry again? I don't know. like I want to be happy, but is it?
Well, the Bear's that
same
feeling sometimes. It's like I kind of like.
I cried once
when
from
I see
the Bear.
Jamie Lee Curtis's character come on screen. I'm like, oh, there we go. I'm gonna get emotional.
But Shrinking, there was a couple episodes in a row that were hitting hard. Yeah, so it was just like emotionally draining.
Yeah.
But great.
Yeah.
All
right, so that's my third show. Moving over to Brian for round 4.
Oh, we're in 4?
Yeah. What's your 4th show, Brian?
A show that I started late, but Seth Rogen's The Studio on Apple TV, which I absolutely adore.
Would be on my list, but I haven't finished it yet.
I loved it.
I still got to get through it.
And I'm surprised because you like what's her name? Catherine from the Marvel show. She played the witch. Catherine Hahn.
Yes,
she's in it, and
she's
amazing.
in it, and she's amazing. I think the thing is, and you've probably experienced this as well. The show is too realistic to.
Well, it's about Hollywood.
Yes, but it's very realistic to how producing things is.
Well, yeah, they're poking fun of stuff.
that I feel like
Mark doesn't
sometimes
Mark's
I get
getting lost in the soup.
I get too lost in the soup, and also it hits home too closely, and I'm like, oh no,
Yeah,
I've
but
experienced that before, and it's
Too
awkward.
real.
But we
I don't
work
wanna
in
watch it
public
again.
access. I mean, so like it's such a great show.
Well,
and
just in TV alone, like
Yeah.
in other stuff I've done in my career,
but Bryan Cranston,
it's just kind of like, oh god, I've experienced
real,
that
too
person.
real.
he plays the studio head,
Yes.
and Seth Rogen's taking over, and like he wants to make the Kool-Aid movie.
Yeah.
He wants to have a huge IP.
Well, like the one episode
And
where it's
then-
all one shot. That
Well, the
one shot
was
thing.
an amazing episode.
It was kind of like, oh god, I've experienced that with people that have come on like sets and like ruined things and
But,
been
like,
annoying.
What's
just like,
great? It's so
no.
well done, and each episode is a different theme. They have an Emmys episode. They have they have this party. They're at Cinecon. I almost called it Cinnamon Con.
Yes.
Cinecon.
Might be one.
And oh my God, it is amazing. I love
Yeah.
the studio. I'm waiting for season 2. It kind of ends where it sets up for season 2 a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they won tons of awards.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Um,
yeah. When I get back into Apple TV, I'll finish it.
Cast is fantastic.
I want to say there is something called.
I gotta watch
Cinecon.
Foundation still. That would have been on my list, but I haven't watched that yet. So
Yeah.
Apple TV kind of was the
Took the hit.
the streamer that took the hit during the budget crisis
So
of 2025.
just so you know, there is right now Peacock has a bundle deal with Apple TV now.
yeah, I already got that. So the Peacock. So I don't.
No,
There-
but you can add Apple TV to it for a discount. It's a bundle deal.
All right.
And the cool thing is when you're on Peacock,
I'm assuming there'll be some kind of.
it will add all the
Holiday deals
Apple
I'm looking at,
TV
so.
stuff right in the app.
Oh, well, there you go.
Just FYI.
Little sales
So-
thing from there
so-
from Brian. Brian getting no kickback from Apple. That is
Just so
a
you know,
unpaid
there
endorsement.
is a convention called Cinecon.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
been around since 1964,
Yes.
so I'm wondering if it's
You
Yeah.
never heard
based
of
around that.
It is.
It is.
It is.
It's
Yeah.
So all the movie companies do all their big
Their-
promotion.
yeah.
It's basically the Comic-Con for movies.
Yes, I
They
didn't
show
know-
the
but-
trailers.
Regular movies, not like superhero movies.
Yeah,
and
they
such.
show trailers.
but that's
They
what it is.
basically get
I
all the
didn't know.
investors
I didn't know there was
excited.
actually a thing called Cinecon.
Yeah. Cinecon's a real
yeah, we've
thing.
covered it before on the show.
So anyway, the studio, I love it.
Studio.
And
Fourth show
fantastic.
for Brian. Moving on to Josh. What's your fourth show?
My fourth show, which I'm surprised hasn't been mentioned yet as of late in this top 5s, is Daredevil.
Daredevil was on my honorable mentions list.
Oh, okay.
Did not make
Did not
any,
make my-
did not
Really?
make any of my lists. at
Really?
all.
Wow, I'm
I
surprised.
really.
I
just-
thought it was.
I have no feelings.
I
for
thought
Daredevil
it was
right
really
now.
good. It was a great continuation of the Netflix universe
Yeah.
because it was basically.
We never saw the Netflix ones.
Ooh,
You.
I did.
No, he's on
I
Netflix
saw
once.
Netflix.
Oh, did you
Netflix,
finally
right?
see him?
I-
I thought that was one
No,
of the things
you
you
watched
I've
watched.
them-
seen them. I see that Daredevil's the only. I didn't watch the last season.
He didn't. I
but
don't
I've
think.
seen
Did you watch Defenders? Is that the one?
Defenders number one.
That's why.
He didn't watch all of it, but he watched.
Yeah.
I know
Daredevil.
Daredevil. Yeah.
But it was really good. Everybody that came back did a really great job.
Yeah.
I liked how they continued the story, how they had some people that left, why certain people weren't in the story,
Yeah.
why Daredevil had to come back. It was just, it was good. Like it was one of those ones where you're like, you got, because it has been what, like 5 years,
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
something like
time.
that, and you're like, oh, you're really reviving this after 5 years. I was worried that it wasn't going to be what it was,
Yeah.
but it definitely picked up
It
and
had,
kept
it had
going.
its good moments, had its bad moments.
Great. No, but that's what I
I
mean.
hope
But it
season
wasn't-
two's better. That's all
Yes.
I want. Season 2 to be
Yes, that
better.
was at the tail end of Disney's issues.
But that's what I mean is, and because they had to go back and do rewrites.
Yeah.
the reshoots.
The
'cause of
reshoots,
The
that's
writer's
what I mean
strike.
is-
Yes.
That's what worried me because you had a lot of, you had a 5-year gap. You had the rewrites and the reshoots. You had
Yeah.
the writers' strike. Everything shut down.
Yes.
And then you pick back up, and I'm sitting there going, "Oh, this is going to be awful. This is going to just."
No, it was a good show.
It was
Like I said,
great.
it was on
It
my
was,
honorable
honestly,
mentions, so.
and it was just the Frank Castle stuff was good. The Deborah and Wool stuff was good.
No, I
The
mean,
Foggy
you-
stuff was good.
Yeah, read
Yes,
the phone
Mark,
book
breathe.
and then watch that.
Breathe, Mark. Breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Breathe. You're good. Okay. Mark.
Hachi,
Mark is.
hachi.
Mark.
much.
Yeah. It was especially since what the vampire show, True Blood.
True Blood.
Yeah. Since True Blood, Mark's been a Deborah and Wool fan. So.
Yes.
I think we all have.
I think everyone was. Everyone has been.
Her stuff with I like her from the D&D stuff as well. So she covers all bases.
She's a D&D girl too.
Yes.
That's why Josh likes her.
Yes. She did Crit Role.
All right,
too.
we're
Yes.
getting off
You're-
track.
I know,
going off.
but
You're going off.
the Daredevil stuff. But it was nice. It was like it was nice
only
to
an hour
come
and a
back
half
to a
show.
show and actually have it be good. You know.
Dedicated 20 minutes to different.
No, but
I know. So did the Throne of Dibbler and Wool.
Yeah.
but it was great. It was one of those ones that I was worried about, but I'm happy it did what it did. Especially
happy
the
you did
Echo
what it
not
did,
being as good as it could have been.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, good.
I'm glad you put it on the list.
Yeah. Glad you had us talk about it because it's a good show that needed to be talked about.
Yeah.
My fourth show is a show that made me buy a video game.
Oh.
So I had to put it on my list. Fallout Season 1
Yeah.
was great.
Wasn't that last year? That didn't come out this year.
Did it not come out this year?
Did not come out this year. Season 2 comes out this year. Comes
Season
out.
2 came out this year.
Season 2 comes out in like this
Next
month.
year.
Wait,
Oh, okay.
no, I don't think it. I think some of it came out this year.
No,
I thought it
no, season 1 came
Throwed
out last
over.
year.
I thought it rolled
It
over.
rolled
No,
over.
from
it was
one.
the beginning of last year. It came out like in March or April of last year. Because I remember it
I'm
was
looking
early
this up, 'cause it was
springtime.
I looked it up too, and I could have swore it said something that it was.
Fallout came out in
No, all
2024. Fallout came out in 2024, early 2024, and you watched it
Oh, it was April.
April.
It was early spring 2024.
All right. Well, I stand corrected then. So I will adjust my list.
Grab
not
another show,
come out
Mark.
this year.
Grab another show. I think you're talking about another one that you.
Fallout season
you-
2 comes out this month, I think.
All
I
right.
think it drops.
You didn't buy the
All right,
game
then
with
I
the
move
other
a,
one I was talking.
move a
thinking
show
of.
up then. That's
Nope,
fine.
That's fine. This is why he's got 90.
That's why I got like 7 shows on
90
here
picks
because
today.
I got so many things I watch.
Yeah.
Last of Us season 2
That's what I thought you were talking
definitely
about.
happened
Yes,
That's what I thought you were talking
this
about.
season.
Yes,
this
it
year.
did. Season 2.
Last of Us season 2 was great. I really enjoyed the fact that they delved more into the story and like the whole, like, if you play the video game, you know what happens, and like knowing why it happened and why the people that
did what they did.
did what they did and explaining that was very well done.
Heart-wrenching.
Heart-wrenching.
Cried a
beyond
lot during that
heart-wrenching.
season.
Yes. Yes, a lot.
A lot of crying.
Yeah, I don't know how you got through the game. I would have been a mess.
I cried a lot. I cried.
Yeah.
There's only a few video games I ever cried. That and
Yeah.
Red Dead 2. I
Yeah.
cried at the end.
Yeah. So yeah, Last of Us, great. Excited for season 3, which is coming relatively quickly.
I hope.
I hear sometimes.
It's
We haven't started filming,
It hasn't
so-
hasn't started yet.
Well, they know he's doing Mandalorian Grogu right now, so that's
Yeah.
probably why. But as soon as that's done, he's going to jump into that
Yeah. They're supposed
because
to
I know
start filming
he'll
this
be
year.
in season 3. I've heard, so that's why.
Well, no.
And he's doing Doomsday, so
Yeah, but Pedro Pascal, they kind of filmed the ending already, so
yeah, he doesn't have to show
he
up.
doesn't have
Oh,
to
he
show
doesn't
up
have
at
to show up?
all.
Okay.
They already
It's
filmed
really,
it. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really
I want to say
Ashley
they.
and- or
I want
whatever
to say
they-
didn't they film it during season 1?
no.
might have no season 2. I remember them saying they filmed
So
part.
they
filmed
we
something,
saw it.
yeah.
The episode where he comes back and they did all the flashbacks. They did the porch scene. The porch scene is actually is literally the ending of the
Well,
game.
this is like whatever we do next in the show is outside
Outside
game
work.
stuff,
Yeah.
correct?
no, it's all game.
Oh, we still have more game stuff. See, I've never played the
No,
games because it's on
because
PlayStation.
the game-
Season 2 is
season-
cut into 2 parts, but the game,
There is no Last of Us 3
3.
video game.
yeah,
Okay, so
But
part
season
season
3
3
is
is part
of
2
2.
of
the game.
game 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
It's a longer
Because what
game.
people are,
Gotcha.
what people are hoping is that this brings back the game, and so they do a game 3.
Yeah.
But as of right now, there is no plans to do a game 3.
Okay.
No, because right now, yeah, they're focusing on a new IP they're dropping
Right.
next year.
But that's what I'm saying is people are hoping that the show would lead them to continue the story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta see how it ends. But yeah, season 2 is definitely in my top 10.
Yeah.
Like I for me, it was tough because it's like, oh man, I kind of wish they did the whole thing together and they gave us like the Pit got 15 episodes.
It kind of makes sense though that
But-
they broke it up though.
Well, they did. They needed to, but
because it's a lot.
I feel like when you can watch it all together, it would be even better.
Okay. Well, there you go. All right. So your last show, Brian, or before we get into your last show, we should dive into what our top ranked shows of the year were.
Top ranked? I have honorable mentions. Want to do honorable mentions
like
before number one?
Like, you have our numbers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know what you're saying. Oh, I was giving the stats, is what you're saying.
Hey, Brian.
Yes.
Hey, Brian. You know the stuff that we did all year?
Yeah, you know
Want
the
to
stuff that you've
report
been
on the
keeping
stuff
track
we did
of
all
that
year?
you
All
like
right.
gloating about? You keep track of all these
I
things?
do. Before we get into our number one pick of the year,
Or our last pick.
our last
last
pick, just to give us some stats, which I always enjoy doing.
Except you forget that you have to do them.
Well,
He likes to track them.
TV shows for us were actually, we rated things very highly.
Yes.
And the only show I gave 2 shows a 10. Shorzy I gave a 10.
Yes.
And
Did not make your list,
Sugar I gave a 10.
which we haven't mentioned yet.
And you gave no 10s.
I gave Shorzy a 10, I thought.
No, you give it a 9.
No, you give it a 9.
Then
I'm very
on
stringent with my 10.
on
Tens.
top of that, the other side of the spectrum, the probably lower scored shows, you gave Sugar a 7, which
Yeah.
that is probably the lowest. Nope.
Acolyte
Murderbot, you gave a 6.
Yeah.
Acolyte was not this year. And then
Yeah, it was.
no, it wasn't. Acolyte was not this year.
He watched it this year.
Oh, that's right. I watched it this year.
You-
That's right. I watched
Acolyte
it
was
this year.
not this year.
It was last year.
It was last year. And then for me, the lowest scored show was like, oh my God. The lowest scored show for me was an 8. I really didn't give anything really lower than an 8.
Yeah.
So,
There wasn't a lot of bad TV out there this year.
right. We basically, on average, everything got an 8 or a 9.
Yeah.
And I gave 2 10s. You gave no 10s. But the highest ranking shows for us this year that we both agreed on, What We Do in the Shadows season finale,
Which is
last
great.
season.
Last season. Didn't make my list, but it was still great.
Shorzy season 4, you gave a 9, I gave it 10.
Yes.
Severance season 2, you gave a 9, I gave it 10.
Yes.
And then The Bear 9, 9.5.
Yeah.
Paradise, we both gave it 9s.
Yes.
Death by Lightning, both 9s.
Yeah.
Twist Metal season 2, both 9s.
Yeah.
And I guess Murderbot for both of us was low scored.
Wasn't a bad show. It just wasn't a great show.
And we both agreed on Daredevil. We both gave it an 8.5.
Yeah. Again, not a terrible show. Just
So that's
not a
our
great
stats
show.
for the year. And we reviewed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And we only review the shows that we've both watched.
Yeah.
15 shows.
Yeah. That we've both watched.
Yeah.
Right.
We've watched ancillary shows
Yeah.
And
separately.
there's a lot of shows that we'll get into the new year, like Peacemaker and Stranger Things, because we're in the middle of watching those, especially
Some of us
Stranger
are.
Things.
Some of us have watched it for months now.
But anyway, that is our stats for TV shows. Thank you for reminding me.
No
Like
problem.
that's the other reason why Acolyte is
Not on our list.
no, because you guys also stopped watching it.
No, we watched.
I watched the whole
we
thing.
watched-
I
The
thought
whole
you stopped
thing.
watching it.
No, we watched the whole thing last year when it came out.
Oh, see,
We
I
didn't
watched
watch
it
it
after
this
the fact.
year.
We didn't catch up at the end of the year and watch it like you did.
Yeah.
Josh,
No, I watched.
really suck at Acolyte.
No, no.
I know. Get over it. We didn't like it.
It's over.
You liked it. It's fine.
All right,
No.
let's move on. We're going to the last show.
Yeah, go ahead, Brian.
The Acolyte. No. Just kidding.
Jokes and jokes.
For,
WWE Raw.
Merry Christmas.
for me, this
Technically,
show.
technically it's a show. So you
For
can-
me, this show is still like I think one of the most important pieces of art of the year is Adolescence. I just am still blown away by
it's
it.
on my list of things to do this break.
I
okay?
will say to the cows come home.
You and Claire.
This
get off my
show is like no. I mean, it is a technical like marvel. It is very poignant with today's culture, also with kids, also with like just everything going on. But the fact that they filmed an hour-long episode with no takes, just one-offs, and it is chef's kiss. Mwah. It is beyond.
Don't ever do that again.
Don't
It's
do that
weird.
again ever
It's
again.
so
No,
awkward.
that's
It is
Stop
like
doing it. It's weird.
it is like what
I can
television
see
was
you
made
doing that, and
for.
then like hot dogs falling on you.
This is like what television was made for. Like it was just, and the last episode, because we're watching it, and the last episode hits, and you're like, this is not the direction I thought it was going in. Should I be disappointed? And then by the end, I'm like, oh no, I was not disappointed by that. I was really emotional by that. Like it throws a curveball at you, and it worked. And I, to this day, still think about it. It just unbelievable. I mean, there's a chase scene, and when you watch how they pulled that off with one take, it is like, holy moly. And
Holy for holies, Batman.
they had 2 weeks to do each episode.
Yeah.
And if they didn't get it done, and the first 2 episodes I think were done in take 2.
Yeah.
The other 2 episodes there was more takes.
Yeah.
Obviously there's a lot more. The episode 3 is just all acting.
Yeah.
And it just, I don't know.
Yeah,
The
well.
kid was amazing. The
Yeah.
whole cast just,
Okay.
best show of the
All
year.
right. All right, Josh, moving over to you. What's your last show of the year?
my last show
Acolyte season 2.
is Star Wars
Acolyte.
Skeleton Crew.
Skeleton Crew. Oh,
that
Skeleton
did come
Crew.
out this year.
that did come out this year.
That was honestly like it's just
Star Wars meets Goonies.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
basically.
because as we mentioned, it's Star Wars meets Goonies with a little bit of just randomness in it.
I forgot that show even came out.
It did.
Yeah,
You guys made me watch it. It was good.
Treasure Planet. That's what it was.
Yes.
Treasure
yes.
that
Treasure Planet.
Yes.
Treasure Island, Treasure
Treasure
Planet
Island.
feeling. Yeah,
Yes.
it was really, really cool, really well done. Expanded on history and present era Star Wars stuff, but it was just really, it was fun. It was a fun show that it didn't affect the universe that much, but it did end up meaning stuff because you got into stuff that was hidden during the Empire.
Yeah.
You got stuff with rebellion actually finding out and either helping or hurting. There was a lot
It was
of
a nice bottle series. It took it's all happened.
but that's what I mean. But it did
within their own
have
universe.
some effects from that era of the Star Wars universe because you thought these are the bad guys, but they're actually the good guys.
Mm-hmm.
You thought these are the good guys, but they're actually the bad guys.
Right.
Then you also learned about other parts of other planets and how building futuristic stuff on the past because people didn't know it was there.
Right.
So it's just a lot of expansion, a lot of fun, just stupidity, and it was just good. It was fun.
Right. Nice. It was fun. I agree.
Yeah.
Marcus.
All right. My last show of my top 5 of this year, you were mentioning it when we were doing the ratings, Paradise, Season 1.
Yeah.
A sleeper hit.
That was a
I
sleeper
will say.
hit. And people were talking about it a lot.
Well, I know, but it wasn't hyped because it was a Hulu show. So it really wasn't talked about much,
Not much.
before it came out.
Yeah.
And it kind of had like a small groundswell. All kind of this year's not as crazy of a hype train that kind of got on it. Like this year's Shogun, it was like a Hulu show, FX, that was kind of like came out. No one really knew what was going on.
Yeah, word of mouth.
And then like kind of just like took off on
Yeah.
its own. And it like became like a critical success. And everyone was like, this is amazing. This
Heck,
thing was so well done. So
I
well written.
didn't watch Shogun until you had finished it, and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't.
Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shogun almost ended up on my list again because I know it happened last year, but it was so good that I wanted to talk about it again because I was like, this show was so great. But no, Paradise, fantastic.
Yes.
James Marsden was great in it. The guy from, terrible at names, is the guy from This Is Us.
Who cries a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he cries a lot. He
Yeah, that
was
guy.
amazing in it as well.
Yeah.
The story was just really well done. The mystery, like, whodunit thing.
Well,
that they
then
put
where
in
they
it.
are, they're in the
Yeah,
bubble.
why is it
There's
a
very
thing?
lost
How did this-
mysteries
yes.
and stuff.
Yeah, and then the ending of it and, like, expanding the world to open up for season 2, which is coming next year.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see where it goes, and it just is really well done.
I agree. It was a good show.
Yeah.
It was a sleep. Yeah, we watched it late. after
Yeah.
hearing good things. After I think you told us. So
Yes, we talked about it a lot on the show.
It was good.
Now it's time for our honorable mentions.
Yes, honorable mentions. Let's try to keep it to 3
Okay.
as the best we
I
can.
only have one. So.
Okay.
Okay,
You
good.
want? I have 3.
Go
Mark.
ahead, Josh. You can go first since you only have one.
Well,
have one.
my only one is I just started watching it the other day.
Acolyte.
No.
Alone. Leave the poor guy alone. He watched the show from last year. This year, leave him alone.
And this is an old
Or he
show.
forgot that it was last year.
This is an old show that I just started watching because I was watching.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, I would love it. I can't wait to watch
No,
Buffy
I was
again.
watching The Mighty Nine,
Yes.
and it popped up in the recommended because it's another cartoon.
Yes.
Has Been Hotel.
Yes,
It
Josh.
is-
I started
Great
watching
show.
that too.
Yes.
They, it
Because season 2 just came out.
yeah, season 2 just came out. I watched season 1.
Did
Yeah.
you watch the spinoff? What's?
I started watching the Hell of a Boss.
Yeah, I like Hell of a Boss better.
Hell of a Boss is more Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy feeling.
But it's very adult.
It's really
Yeah.
it both are very adult.
Oh yeah, so
Yes.
both
They're
very adult.
But like I didn't think I would like it at first
I
because it's very
watched a couple episodes and I still haven't totally got into it.
I like
yet.
Hell of a Boss
So-
better.
I need more time to like be able to binge it, I think, and not.
Well, they are based off internet cartoons.
Yes.
it started out
yes.
as a YouTube short cartoon
Yeah.
series.
And then the Amazon.
and then
gave 'em a
Amazon
proper
and
budget.
A24
Yes.
picked it up.
They're
But
fun
it is,
though.
it is
They're fun.
very dark and very religious based.
The dark humor.
But after the first couple episodes, it gets more of a mesh to it.
yeah.
Whereas the first couple episodes are very hellish.
Yeah.
The only way I can explain it, it's very hellish.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're fun.
But then that's what I mean. Is that then it starts getting fun, and then it starts getting
yeah, they're good adult
weird and-
cartoons. Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting. I didn't want to get into like the spoilery stuff of
musical.
it.
yeah.
And
There's
it's
music in
musical
there, too.
stuff.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people from, Broadway in it that it's very good.
Yeah.
I think that's why I like Hell of a Boss more because there's no singing. The singing's all right, but I
But
like
there's-
Hell of a
there's-
Boss more.
There's
Yeah.
definitely a part of it that is very schmigadoon.
Yes.
So that's why I didn't know if
Yeah.
you'd be interested in it, but I don't know if I doubt you've gotten that far.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where, like, if you're a religious person, you're going to hate it.
Yes. I'm
But-
assuming Kylie won't like it.
Well, because it's all about heaven and hell.
Yeah.
But
I
like
mean,
the hell stuff is very.
that's the focus.
The only way to explain it without spoiling it, good guys aren't always good and bad guys aren't always bad.
Right.
Who would have
but-
thought?
The touch of
But
gray.
in
Yeah.
dealing with heaven and hell, you don't want the angels to be the bad guys. But
Like Good Omens.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's definitely comes off more of a. There's people in heaven that have no clue what's going on.
Yeah.
There's people in hell that have no clue what's going on.
Yeah.
And the people in heaven are oblivious to what the good people, supposed good people in heaven, are doing to the bad people in hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's a good show.
Yeah,
It's a good show. Definitely a good recommendation.
yeah.
Brian, what you got?
Do you want me to spit out all 3?
Why not?
Real quick, HBO's Task.
Another show
it's-
Claire's been hounding me to watch.
It's in my top 10. The reason I did this, after I would watch a show, I would put top 10 or top 5, and this was top 5, top 10.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't make the top 5, but Task is phenomenal.
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo, like, man, he killed
Yeah.
it. It was a great show, a fantastic cast, like
Yeah.
great story, twists and turns. Really got invested into it. It's a mini series. It's a one
Yeah.
and done. But man, they killed it. It was good.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Going to.
Also, in the wrestling world, I would say one of my favorite wrestling PLE events of the year was AAA Worlds Collide. Phenomenal. I think Worlds Collide was probably better than most PLEs, and I think it was just had the excitement. I don't know.
Yeah.
Worlds Collide was phenomenal. And I'm hoping we get to see more in 2026, year of our Lord. And One of my favorite, absolutely favorite things of the year was not only was it the 50th anniversary of SNL, one of my favorite shows, but they put out some fantastic docs. Now, I'm not going to sit here and rattle every documentary they put out.
Yes.
But the one that I thought Questlove did a phenomenal job producing is the music documentary. If you love music and you love live television and you want to know the history of SNL's music,
Yeah.
he does this mashup in the beginning that is unbelievable. And I think he said it took him like months to put together.
Yeah.
And he basically took all the musical acts and just wrapped them all up into a beat, and it's just like you're just like blown away.
Yeah.
But to me, this was the one documentary that like wowed me. They all did, but this was the one that was like in my notes. I can't say it, but I was like, holy effing
Yes.
S. I
Yeah.
was just like blown away.
Yeah. That was in my honor mentions as well, but didn't.
So
Was that doc? Was that the one where they talked about
Music?
Will Ferrell's? No, but like
no, that's a
No,
whole
was that
different
the doc
documentary.
after
Whole
that?
different thing.
That's
This is
a whole
like
different.
the
This is all
okay.
musical acts.
music from 8H
No,
or something like
because-
that. Something called like that.
Questlove talking about Will Ferrell's
Yes.
performance
Well, that's a
at
whole-
the 50th.
Yes.
No, I'm just saying that in itself was amazing. Just
Yeah.
hearing him go, that man, I don't know, he just walked away for 10 minutes
Yeah.
and came back and he had it down.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know
they
how he
did-
did it.
They
Yeah.
did the couple, and they did the songs, all the
Yes.
newer
Yeah, the
songs.
church, like I don't know if it wasn't church, it was like school dance.
Yes.
Yes. The
you
school
know,
dance. They're
yeah.
the teachers. The school
Him and,
dance.
um,
Him and
Cheerio Terry. No, not Cheerio Terry.
Anna Gasteyer.
Anna
Anna
Gasteyer.
Gasteyer. They no, I think it's.
No, it's Anna Gasteyer.
Yeah, it's Anna Gasteyer.
Oh yes, they do
Yeah,
this.
they do the teachers.
Yeah.
and they performed like
Perform
kind
at
of
the
like
school
Lamar.
dances. Yeah.
They did all like
Yeah.
the newer stuff,
Yeah.
and he had to learn it like that week.
Yeah.
And he
Not
nailed
even
it.
that week, Brian. He learned it that day.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
He literally was sitting there and they go, "We're changing a song," and he went, "Okay," and he took the notes, went off, and I think he said it was like maybe 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And came back and had it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it was
Quest
very
went,
funny.
I don't know how that guy has that
Yeah.
locked in his brain, but he does. It was amazing.
Yeah.
That's you bringing that up brought that to my
Yeah.
mind for the 50th.
Yeah.
It was so good.
All right. So my honor mentions for 2025, X-Men 97 season 2 was amazing. Very well done. That was
That
this year.
was this year.
That was
Wasn't
this
it?
year.
I didn't even watch it.
I'm pretty sure that was this year.
You're
Season
making
2
me-
happened?
You got me all paranoid.
Yeah.
No, X-Men season 2 didn't even happen yet. Did you making things up? X-Men season 2 was not even out because I didn't even
X-Men
watch it.
X-Men 97 season 1.
Yes. You
Yes.
said season 2. I was like,
I meant
what?
season 1.
Okay. Did that come out this year?
You got me all
Came
paranoid.
out last year.
That came out
March
last
March
year.
to May.
All right.
That was last year.
Then take that off my list. Jesus. I can't keep track of things.
It hasn't been officially announced, but they're saying that
2026. It already. I just
Yeah.
looked it up.
Yeah.
Okay. Then One Piece season 2 that happened this year.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did it? Did you watch it this year?
Yes,
Then that's all that matters.
I believe I did.
No, I think One Piece came out last year.
Was that last year too?
Yeah, that was last year.
Oh my god, my brain is like fried.
Hold on.
No, One Piece came out last year.
First season was in 2023.
Oh, jeez. That came out like
So that'd have been 2025. So that'd have been this year.
No,
season 2.
2023.
Came out
No.
in 2023, Mark.
Mark,
No,
came out-
season 1.
there is no season
2023.
2023 came out.
No, but season 2 came out.
There's no,
No,
season 2.
season 2 doesn't come out until 2026.
Netflix
I'm
shows-
looking at it right now, Mark.
Yes, season 2 hasn't dropped.
Season 1 originally released
Why do I think it
August
came out?
31st.
Why did I think I just watched it?
You watched it like 2
You might
years
have
ago?
Wow.
Mark's having
this
senior
cold has
moments.
not been up well with me.
You didn't do your homework.
I did. I just did it
Originally
last night.
released
and my
August
brain's not
31st,
working.
2023. The next season is coming
say
out
it,
March
actually.
10th, 2026.
Death by Lightning definitely came out
Yeah.
this year.
Yes, we did.
That's one of my honorable mentions.
Yes.
That was really well done, really amazing. Would have made
was.
my top 5, but it was very like on the edge. And I wasn't sure because you threw in the documentary thing because it was on TV, but it wasn't a movie. It was a 2-part.
We're doing TV shows.
So I
It's on
wasn't sure
TV.
if that like fit in as a TV show. But the Billy Joel documentary that came out on HBO
Oh, that was, yeah.
was amazing,
I remember you talking about
fantastic.
I would
Yeah.
think, I would, I would say documentaries like that would be TV.
Yeah, because it
there's-
wasn't. It's like a mini series.
It's
but
on
it's not
TV.
a movie
And it's a
But, that's
miniseries.
but there are documentary movies, but
Yeah.
that was more of a
Yeah.
HBO
special thing.
special TV. So.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that was the other one. So
Because
There
I
you
would,
go.
I would even put the Beatles as a TV.
I haven't watched the Disney Plus
No,
one yet.
But that's what I mean is I would put that as a TV documentary, not a
Yeah,
movie.
it is because it didn't come out in the theater and it
Yeah.
wasn't just capsulated as a movie.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. So that's mine.
We got some good picks. A lot of good TV
Yeah.
that we don't even know we watched this year.
That's the thing. It's like I feel like this year of all years feels like it went by so quickly
It did go by quick.
that I forget like what I watched at the beginning of the year
Again,
and last year and the year before because it's all blending together at this point.
Mark.
That my brain just doesn't.
this is
like,
why
connect.
I'm on par with Brian. I'm going to start writing stuff down.
That's why I got to start writing stuff down.
because
Movies, TV, music, and books of 2025. I start from January and I literally
well,
go
that's the
down
thing
to
is
the
with the way we
entire
do
year.
with the way we do
Yeah.
the
Oh,
show,
nerd.
I'm
with the
gonna
way
need
we're
to do
doing
that.
this podcast.
Yeah,
I'm starting with stuff I'm watching now.
yeah,
Like this month
yeah.
will be part of it because, and then like there are stuff. Like,
Well, it'd be things
that
like
we-
I'll watch Task. I'm watching Task during this break, and I'm watching Adolescence during this break. Hence why it's not on my list for this year,
right.
but could technically
could be
be
on
on my
next
list
year.
for next year.
Like
Or I'll
Brian,
forget
like,
that even
like
happened and
Brian
just
with
move on to it.
Andor, you know,
Right.
whenever.
Well, I mean,
he
that'll
actually
be
gets to it,
2029
yeah.
before Brian puts that in his list.
See,
so.
the thing is, as soon as I finish something, I make a note and I write what month and date.
have that kind of
and then I put a note. I'll say how I felt, and I'll even put, like, if I feel this is like
The other
top
problem
10 or
is
top 5.
It's a lot harder to do TV than it is to do movies because movies are one and done.
I
Yeah.
know.
You know when it came out. You know when you watched it.
You don't know
done.
if it's gonna be good or not, if
Right.
it makes it into the thing or not.
But I do everything, and then I
No,
do
no, that's what it is.
movies, books,
That's what
everything.
I'm saying, Brian. TV's harder because, again, it carries over the year for the most part, unless it's a streaming service show. But then there's shows that came out 2 years ago that you don't watch until you have the time to watch it.
Yeah,
like
I
I
know.
just started watching recently. Started watching The Diplomat, which the new season just came out on Netflix, but I had to go back and watch the previous seasons,
Right.
and that show is amazing. Which also could go on my honorable mentions, but just haven't finished the last season yet.
Right.
That's out right now, so I don't want to throw it on yet.
Yeah,
Right.
like Stranger Things will probably be on my list.
Yes, because
we're
that'll
gonna
finish.
review that in January.
Yes,
that will
that'll
be
be
our
like the
first
first show
thing-
back. We'll be
because
reviewing
it will
that.
be over completely.
Yeah.
Because all volumes. So
So the
January
best,
will
the
start
be-
off.
The best
That
idea
will be
for
it.
Stranger
January
Things will be
Yeah.
yeah.
would be our Stranger Things and our anticipation for the year.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. All right.
But next week we'll be back with movies
Lilith!
at the movies. Brian will have his list of movies that we've rated, and he'll have his top
We'll
fives.
do what we just did. Our top fives of
Do it all over again.
and our honorable mentions. That
I
came
know.
out.
I know. I have 5 movies.
I do have
Yeah.
5.
I do as well.
Well, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry
Merry
Christmas. You got any big plans for Christmas, Brian? You're not hosting this year, so
Not
what are you doing?
hosting. I'm like
You
going
going
with
to
my
the-
parents
the
on Christmas
parents?
Eve and
Nice.
Christmas Day. I'm doing nothing.
Wow, really?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm looking
You're not
forward to a
making
day of
pies
nothing.
or anything.
Okay.
You're not making a side or anything.
You're not gonna make you're not gonna make a roast beast or anything like that for your.
Leftovers.
Christmas Day?
No, but I mean, like,
leftovers.
you're not making you're not bringing anything to the
Oh,
party.
Christmas Eve, we bring whatever my mom needs. I'll bring. But
Nice.
Christmas Day,
But
I
that's
just
what I
want
mean,
to
you're
chill.
not making anything. You're just bringing
Yeah.
stuff. You're not like.
I don't know.
No, that's what I mean. It's
Yeah,
just,
I'll
geez.
make something.
You should have
Whatever
this
my
all figured
mom-
out by now. I mean,
Whatever
come on.
my mom wants, I'll bring.
It's like this week. You're terrible.
But this week, these 2 weeks, I need to catch up on reading, catch up on some TV, play some video games,
Yeah.
and just relax. Nerding out, and just taking some time
Slow.
for me.
Taking it slow.
Yeah.
Josh, what about you? Got any big plans for the Christmas holiday?
you're just hanging out with the family and that stuff, and you're not really doing.
Okay.
But that's the thing is that what we've been up to recently. We've been talking about, and we might be planning to do something with, at maybe Lois's house.
Yeah.
I know we were discussing that with you before,
Yeah.
but we haven't really settled on anything.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
but yeah,
times are coming quick.
I know. That's what I mean. It's
So I gotta get those things planned because it's this week.
And you're hosting.
We do
You're
Christmas
hosting.
Eve at my sister-in-law's house,
Mm-hmm.
where they have we have the big it's just appetizers, that kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then we have them over on Christmas Day,
Mm-hmm.
and we do the big dinner
Yeah.
Christmas Day where we do the roast and the sides and all the
Right.
fancy stuff, and then
Man.
kind of just hang out,
Yeah.
play games, that kind of thing. Usually
Sounds
ends up us playing board games of some sort
Right.
or some trivia game.
Christmas Eve we'll play board games.
Yeah, or some game that I get for Christmas. That's a lot of things on my Christmas list is
Games.
board games, trivia games, stuff like that.
Wow.
But again, like Brian said, we want to wish everybody a happy holiday season. Hope you have a safe one. We'll see you all next week. We'll be talking about the movies. As we always say here, be safe, be well, be kind.
And rewind. Please like and subscribe. And Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, and Happy Holidays to everybody out there.
And God bless us, everyone.
That's good. I like that.
Good night, Rocky.
Good night, Bobby.
Night, Claire.
Good night, Santa.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.